You're a real asshole, you know that?
He drove me up to Mulholland, and we did some necking.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Mister,
Office, is this
a man
it?
like you always loses the battle of wits because you're unarmed. See him? Saw his picture in the paper. Worked that case with a lady cut up like the Dahlia. What the hell?
Are you Mr. Rasick?
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
He's not even... Is he talking to himself?
Sam's taking me out to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Strange guy.
Are you liquored up?
I was walking down the street and that heel sent me flying.
Oh, wait. It sounded like there is something
Keep
to
walking,
look
pal.
at.
Wrinkled was not one of the things I wanted to be.
New
when
and
I grew
improved
up.
model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Hmm.
This guy's got a screw loose.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
How many guys would know how to make that change?
All you need is a screwdriver and a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
So... So when they are... What's wrong with that? They should be licensed and accredited. I have no reason to believe that he's lying. I think that's the truth, but obviously seeing his face expressions and the game mechanics I know tells me that I have to select that it's not true. I don't understand.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then.
They know what they're doing, detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Yes, that's what I...
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
What is America going to understand?
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
No. We just go to...
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists.
No.
See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Oh, we see that Ryan met you. Why can't I just tell me? Ah.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle of wits.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
It's Ryan. We
Clemens roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
So what?
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Keep walking, pal.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
This Matthew Ryan.
I don't think this is going to help us.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
What's that?
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Law and Authority. Is it a book? Anarchists' pamphlets. Anarchist propaganda for distribution. Okay. Reginald Varley. Let's see about Reginald.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Oh, wait. No, open it.
Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice.
What's the other one? Walter Clemens.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
This anarchist pamphlet. Here again.
Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Yep. Go.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
I'd go to Matthew.
This guy's got a spring loose.
Did you read about the Tarleton case in the paper? That's the detective who solved it. Those poor kids.
Obnoxious oaf.
Can you drive to this one?
Somebody somewhere is planning another house fire.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
I'll just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
Son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Oh boy. Go away.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody. It's no good. We need to get closer. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
give it up, LAPD. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
But they are just the guys who are executing this. They're not the ones who really order these houses to be burned. We will go now to... Well, let's see, Clemens. There is somebody behind all this telling these
You know
poor...
the way. You can drive.
These poor installers to fix the gas in the houses just to be burned.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Wait. Who is this? He's his worker. he has a locker in the same room. But what is the evidence I point to if I accuse him of lying? Oh. This is Walter Clemens, right?
To be frank, you look like you haven't got a clue.
I have no remove an answer. It's not so I can doubt it.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Kickbacks? What are kickbacks? Gets kickbacks from some developer, does their work first, spreads it around if he can. So Varley is... is he distributing these pamphlets?
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
Okay, yeah, so what? Well, that's the truth, isn't it?
You did 4 years for burning down a house in Westwood. What are you doing working as a gas fare?
I did my time for that.
I feel as helpless as in the very beginning of this game, where I didn't know if they are telling the truth. I select the truth. Okay.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Both have anarchist pamphlets, so...
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
I know.
You can drive.
Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
What is
I
he
may
doing?
be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Shoot him in the leg. Can I just run, please? Can I
Come
just...
on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
or I will shoot. Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
You're behind the wheel.
Well, we didn't get to the real people behind all this. These are all workers.
A great job awaits you in the United States.
I don't understand why it has to be this way in this game.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
What did he say? Ryan's waiting in 1. All right.
My sister's always been lucky when it comes to this.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
So I thought that this heater was he was serviced by Varley then. Okay.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
What? No, I don't. Reverse a diaphragm. Everybody can do that. Wait. I must remember where did we saw the reverse diaphragm? I have to review my evidence. Regulator valve from Sawyer evidence and who did Sawyer's? Stephen's was done by Matthew. We don't know who did Sawyer's before. He says he don't. Okay, he may be telling the truth.
Seems a pretty basic repair.
Those things are sealed units.
Should have doubted it.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
No, that's a lie.
Tell me the truth, Ryan. It's the only chance you've got. You're getting some kind of kickback from the fund.
So I'm an agitator for change, but I take kickbacks. How does that make any sense?
Yeah, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I can point to this.
You're just a stooge. A brown shirt for your capitalist paymasters.
Yeah. Okay, maybe he is not...
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Well, no, that's a lie.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Oh, you have your criminal record.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
They weren't even his prints.
We have charged Varley for
Ryan
this.
is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Yeah, where do we...
The bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Where do we find him?
I said, if you're a producer, then I'm Lana Turner's Jack.
Room 2. Oh, here.
Beat her up so bad. When I found him, I returned the favor.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Well, but we know that you did that.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
What it says. Ah, I have 2 heater services. Ah, I should have seen this. And no, that was the evidence
Your
for Ryan
name
before.
is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Yeah, tell us about this suburban development, redevelopment.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Well, no, that's a lie, because we know... Statement being offered kickbacks. Okay, so I can tell this is...
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
We have Walter Clemens' statement.
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money, but so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
How do we prove that? Well, how do we prove that it was deliberate? Well, I say it's a lie.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire?
Well, it was reversed. Where was this? Regulator valve, fire damaged, recovered.
You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
This is bad. No, because he did that.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
Well, I wish we could have done better.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Oh, I don't... Unbecoming. We've charged the wrong guy. Well, as far as I understand it, there was... The diaphragm of the gas regulate or the regulator valve was turned the other way around, and it was in the house which was serviced by Varley. And we have some evidence that he's doing something for this. Clemens served 4 years for arson and would have proudly shared his motive if questioned. Well, okay, move on. Put this behind me. Oh yeah, let's look at these flashbacks. I still can't believe or can't understand why is it I performed so badly this time. I didn't want to deal with these little guys at all because it's the company, these suburban.
You're 2 blocks behind First and Second.
Suburban redevelopment
We have
fund.
more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Okay. Alright, we will see in our next session whether I'm really that bad at these arson cases, but I'm getting the idea where the leads go, but I wasn't able to follow up on them. The game somehow, well, maybe it was because I performed so badly at questioning. But the game somehow, I feel the game wants me to accuse one of these 3 guys for arson, which they didn't. Well, they prepared, but they prepared it because somebody paid them for it or whatever, promised them something for it. And rather than get to the real source of evil, one of these 3 rather petty criminals had to go in jail for that. We'll see in our next session. Thanks for watching.